just did a whole bunch of like 10 minutes worth of video just now, and I look up and the thing was shut off. I don't know, that's kind of weird. I don't know. It said it was overheating up there, so this is kind of a test to see how long this lasts, but damn it. And it was completely unscripted, so I can't like redo it. Son of a bitch. Well, well, good morning to you. Yes, good morning to you, and it is morning. Ta-da! It's not super early morning, of course, but it is officially, technically morning. And we have just departed Metro Laramie, Wyoming. Back there at exit 310. And yeah, I actually ended up sacrificing a couple of my drive hours last night just for this purpose, just so I could get out of town a little earlier afternoon. Because boy, what a difference it does make. So anyhow, we just left about 30 minutes ago. Let's see, let's go ahead and check in real quick. We got Sunday, happy Sunday, March 7th, happy March 7th, 2021, happy 2021. Current local time out here on I-80 in Wyoming is 10:26 in the a.m., so happy 10:26 in the a.m. to you. And a windy yet warmish 48 degrees, so happy 48 degrees at an elevation of 8,480 feet, give or take, so happy elevation to you. Yeah. So, man, yeah, I'm kind of still kind of off my game right now as a result of the old camera not having recorded a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna try to redo it as best as I can without the script, right? So anyway, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But yes, what a good day. What a happy day. Sun shining, a couple clouds out there, but mostly sunny. It's in the morning. All that said, there is a tinge of sadness here in the truck, as we are missing someone. Yes, someone has left us, and it's a sad day as a result. You bring one into the truck here with you, and you grow to love them and develop a relationship with them, and they grow on you, and you just expect that they'll be around forever. Unfortunately, that's just not the way things work. So yes, we are one member short here in the truck, and it's just, it is what it is. What can you do? Too bad. Somebody left us back somewhere around Laramie, and there's just nothing we can do about it. Now, that said, Max is just snoozing in the back of the truck. He's quite content right now. He's just chilling back there, laying down. We were able to we went ahead and parked in that big old dirt field that they got over there at that Metro last night. Spent the night, and got up before I had to go on duty, and we went played some ball and played some frisbee and did a little bit of walking around. And got the old those little short legs that he has in gear, running around and stuff, trancing through the dirt, playing in the snow a little bit. Not much snow left, but a little bit. And so yeah, we had a good old grand time, and had to throw him back in the truck here and get underway, of course. So you can ease your concerns. Max is still with us. Yes, he is. Of course he is. However, there is, just like I said, we are missing one member to our assembly here. And the discussion and content of that surrounds that it's going to take a couple parts. It's going to take a couple videos because, well, I'll try to explain here. So we are missing Sheila D. Sheila D has given up the ghost. She is gone. She has decided that 3 months for $300 was all I get. And yeah, I'm not very happy about it. I'm not pleased about it at all. I'm actually pretty pissed off. You know, this Garmin diesel 780 truck GPS, it was a piece of shit from the beginning. I mean, it really kind of was. Like, first things first, right out of the box. And I'm going to be doing a review of this. This is not the review. This is just kind of me just talking about what happened. But right out of the box, the mounting hardware for it was not engineered very well. It just wasn't substantial enough to hold the weight because it's a heavy unit. So I had to kind of rig it, you know, and then eventually the rigging kind of fails a little bit. You know, you rig it again and it, you know, still doesn't hold on perfect, and it just doesn't work the way it's supposed to work, right? I'm talking about the mounting one. So then over time, she started slowing down, and especially over the last couple, 2, 3, 4 weeks, she had stopped responding quickly to my commands, right? Like, you go tap the screen and it takes her a frickin', you know, a couple of seconds to get to where it is that you want to go. And when you're driving, you don't need delays, right? Because if you got something coming up and you need to know whether or not, you need to know right away. You don't want delays, right? And so it was becoming a problem, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. Well, so that was going on, and I was like, man, I don't know what's happening, you know, she's going to be failing on me, or if I need to update her, or I don't know. A lot of the times, you know, you'll unhook it, you know, and let the batteries, you know, because like with Sheila B, the car one, she's froze up on me before, and you basically you unhook her and let the battery drain, and it kind of resets, and then she comes back full steam. But that's not what was going on with this one. I unhook it, go on break, and come back, and it's still slow. And then so last night, what was happening was we were coming in through Wyoming here, you know, and it was getting late, and I think I still had like 4.5 hours of drive time left on my clocks, right? But for 2 reasons, I wanted to get off early. And one was I wanted to get off at an hour in which I could reset my logs and get started today before noon, right? So that was kind of my selfish reason for wanting to quit early last night. But the other reason was I was actually just getting tired. I was getting really sleepy. So I went ahead and did a voice command on her, and you know, pulled up. I knew that the petrol Laramie was coming up, and you know, maybe 90 miles or something like that. So I went ahead, you know, plugged that in, and so as you're going along, and this is like probably true for, you know, any job, you know, when the end of your day is coming up, you start watching the clock, right? You're like, man, you know, half an hour left of my day, you know, and you're watching the clock, and the clock just seems like it slows down. Nothing's, you know, like every minute seems like 10 minutes, right? And that's the way it is driving. So you have on the screen, you have in the upper left corner, a thing that tells you, you know, let's just say, for example, 72 miles to your exit to the metro, exit 310, right? And that'll whittle its way down until you get there. And then in the bottom right corner, you have your total distance, which at that time was like 1,723, for example. And so we're cruising along there. And like I said, I'm tired, and I'm like, man, are we getting closer? And I'm looking at the thing, and I start realizing, you know, I'm looking at it, and it was like maybe 67 miles left to the exit. So, you know, I'm so tired, I keep on looking back at it every couple minutes. At 65 miles to the exit, you know, and then it gets down to like 63 miles to the exit. And so we're going along, and I'm looking back into, you know, I just couldn't help it. I'm just keeping an eye on it. And it still says 63, and I'm like, huh, that couldn't be right. So we're going along another couple minutes, I look back, and it still says 63. Now, so I'm like, huh, maybe the screen is frozen. But no, the screen wasn't frozen, because you can still see the trace of my path, the purple line, moving, and the, you know, the little icon of the truck moving along with it, and the speed indicator was also, you know, changing as my speeds would vary, right? You know, from 69 to 72 or whatever. So it wasn't just all and out frozen. It was just my distances weren't responding. So I went to go touch the screen to back up to see if I could reset it, and it wouldn't respond to my touches. It wouldn't do anything. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't go back to the main screen. I couldn't stop the route. I couldn't reset. Nothing. It was just doing nothing. And that's the way it ended up. And I couldn't do it. So I tried, you know, unhooking it and turning it off and then turning it back on. And it was just being slow and glitchy and unresponsive and just being a piece of shit. Really freaking pissed me off. It just really pissed me off, especially at the end of the day like that. You know, you're already tired and getting grumpy and stuff, and it was just, man. So yeah, Sheila D is giving up the ghost, I figure, officially. She is unplugged, unhooked. The mounting hardware is still on the windshield, but she's unplugged, and she's up in the upper shelf unit above my, you know, in the cab here. And I figure I'm just gonna let the battery just drain out on her, and you know, see if she'll come back to life. But even if she does come back to life, she's a dead duck. I'm gonna get rid of her. You know, I'm gonna have to try to return her, which is far easier said than done these days. You know, you used to be able to just take stuff back to wherever you bought them, right? You get an exchange or you get a refund of your money. And nowadays they have it set up because they don't want you to do that, right? They want it to be as complicated as it possibly can be to get a return on your money. Of course, my money that they have, my 300 bucks or whatever, 300 plus bucks, is still good. It still works for them, right? There's no problem there. But damn, they want to give that back because that works perfect, right? It's just my freaking, you know, what I got for my money isn't working, right? So I don't know how it's going to work out. I still have the box at home. So, and I think I got it through Amazon or something like that. So I don't know. All I can say is, you know, so, and then what do you got to do? You know, you can't take it someplace and get it back right away. You got to send it out through the mail, and then, you know, then you're out your product. Now you don't have your product for a matter of, you know, weeks or months, you know, until you get, you know, a replacement, you know, and then who knows if the replacement's going to be worth a shit. So I don't know, it just pisses me off the whole way the whole thing works nowadays, but whatever. So I have to deal with that. And I'm going to be doing a review of it, definitely, and it's not going to be a good review. It's just not going to be a good review. That thing had all kinds of problems, so I'll get into all that on a later video. So, but all that aside, today is a wonderful day. It's a good day. We're on the road, and it's, you know, morning-ish, you know, so. And that'll help me out because I'll be, you know, crossing over time zones where I lose an hour each time I go across the time zone. So the earlier I can get started each day, the better. So that's the story of my morning. What's the story of your morning? I hope you're having a better one. Or, I mean, I'm having a good one. I'm not saying I'm having a bad one. I'm just making the commentary on the frustration of the Garmin there. So, yeah. So I am completely, once again, reliant on, dependent on Sheila B, my car GPS. Which for 120 bucks has not given me any problems at all. It glitched one time. It froze up one time. I unplugged it, let the battery drain, put it back on, it works fine. And it's a lightweight deal, and it's responsive every time. But yeah, so I'm dependent on that, and that's not a big deal because we're just going to be on I-80 for the foreseeable future. So no big deal. So let's see what kind of miles we got to our destination. Wow, we got an exact even 1,600 miles to go, so that's pretty cool. And we got, what we got? Today, tomorrow, and Tuesday basically to get there, and that's easy peasy. And it's only, man, 533 miles a day is all we got to get in at that point, so that's nice. That's a nice stress-free kind of amount of miles we have to achieve every day. Very nice, and that'll make Max happy because I'll be able to devote a little bit more time without worrying about stopping for him. So cool beans turkey. Yep. So I think that's about that. That's kind of a long little discussion I just had to have there about that, but whatever. And did I mention? Yeah, we're over Elk Mountain, so we got that out of the way. That's behind us. That's awesome. So there you go. I guess that's about that. So yeah, we will see you somewhere down the road here. So see you in a bit. Hey, how's it going? All right. Hey, what's up, Max? Max says, hey, how it goes it? Wow, look at this guy. That's incredible. Oh, let's see here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Say hi, Max. Look over here. There you go. Say hi to YouTube. There it is. What a freaking trooper, this guy, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. Greetings. Let's get you back where you belong. Up, messed that up. Okay. There we go. Hey, Big Max. Hey, Big YouTube. All right. Hey. Oh, yep, there it comes. There it is right there. It's that time. Woo! Yeah, welcome back and greetings to you from Cass County, Nebraska. Somewhere here in between, well, just east of Lincoln and just west of Omaha. And man, I'll tell you what, we have just been ripping and roaring, and we've just put in a whole ton of hours of driving, like amazing. Things are looking up, gotta say. I figure. Yep. Happy day. Max is just being a trooper. Like, we've just put in, I don't know. Actually, I lost track of how many hours we've gone without stopping. But it's been at least, I'd say, I'd say we're probably right at about 4 hours or 4.5 hours of driving without our last stop, without our last pre-stop, which is freaking awesome. It's so totally freaking awesome. I'm almost at a loss for words. I'm just yeah, speechless with glee. Glee. That's gay. I I don't have the lead. I don't do the lead. Come on, I'm a truck driver. Truck drivers don't have the lead. So, whatever. It's pretty cool. And he just now, just as I popped the old camera up on the windshield, went and pressed record, that was the very moment when he got up and came over and stood up, put his legs up on my lap, his front legs up on my thigh, and started gnawing on my thumb. And he was as if to say, "It's time, baby. We got to do this before we get to Omaha, because once we get to Omaha, we're going to be out of it. We're not going to have a chance to do a pee break. Come, Max. Come, big boy. You big boy, you're getting so big and so mature." Sorry, I'm being kind of goofy here. I'm being kind of whack, but it is. It's just surely out of that's interesting. Huh. Alright. That minivan all pulled off on the left median there. Shoulder. Like its four ways were flashing like as if it was an emergency vehicle. That was weird. But yeah, man. Let's see here. Where do we start off today? Holy smokes, I've just completely lost track. Yeah, where did we start off? Oh yeah, that's right. Over there in Laramie, at Metro Laramie. And yeah, whatever. So yeah, we got our asses underway, and I think we made it like about an hour and a half. And I had to pull off at some point because I was having an issue with my logbook. It wasn't linking up to the truck properly, so I had to pull off for that. And got a phone call from the boss, and talked to him for a minute, and then we went ahead and started rolling again. And then yeah, it was in about an hour and a half of actually leaving Laramie. Max comes up and he starts yapping, right? And he wasn't letting it go. And yap, really bothering me, really insistent. And I was like, really? That wasn't very far. That doesn't seem right to me. Well, but, you know, whatever, all right. So let's go ahead and pull off. So I pulled off in an exit at an off-ramp. And I says, all right, Max, you're going to have to make this quick. We're not here to play around. So I go ahead and leash him up and walk out to the field over there, kind of in the median, and he wasn't like going straight to business. He was like just messing around, you know. And I was like, all right, Mac, go BB, go boo boo, right? And he, you know, and he understands that language, so he went ahead and he went pee, and it was just a tiny little pee, and that was it. And then he wouldn't go poo. And I was like, you son of a bitch. I says, you worked me. I says, you worked me, dog. I can't freaking believe it. You worked me. You knew that if you yapped long enough that I would pull off for you, and that's exactly what happened. So needless to say, I was frustrated at him. I was frustrated with him about it, and went ahead and got it back in the truck. And well, that was the last time we stopped, and that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. We've got 44 minutes left before we have to take our mandatory half-hour break. So, yeah, I mean, we're in the neighborhood of maybe 6 hours. Yeah, probably about 5 hours of just straight driving through. That is incredible. However, right now, he is insistent on the fact that we need to stop. He is not letting it go, and he is doing his poo nibble, where he's like, I don't need to just pee, Kel. I need to evacuate my solids. Sorry, that's a little gross, but you know what, like I always say, we all do it. So, gross or not, it's just nature. So, fortunately, we are finding our way into a rest area right now. And wow, what a miracle that is. I mean, timing is everything. This is like I've said in the past also. Sometimes the timing is just really bad. This time, the timing is perfect. It is. I mean, I'm ready for a quick rest stop myself. So that's what we're gonna do. Awesome. I love it. And yeah, it happened before we got to Omaha, where it would have been very complicated to pull off. So A+. Well done, Maximus. Well done, you big trooper, you little trooper. Huh? Yep. Yes. Well done, my little man. Huh? Come here. Oh, come here. Oh, there we go. Say hi. Look at the camera. Say hi. Right there. Over here. Come here. Right. There it is. Look at over here. He's like, dude, just get me out. Yes, we're going to do that. We're going to get you out. Okay, hang on. Okay, so anyways, we'll be back in a bit. Turn you around here. There we go. All right, awesome. Puppy videos. And not because of a truck breakdown this time. Puppy videos because we're taking a well-deserved reward, a break reward, I guess, for going for so long without having to stop. Incredible. Freaking love it. See, this is the benefit right here. To all the suffering that I did of this dog. I suffered this puppy as he was getting bigger and bigger, just for this moment in time of when we can actually drive for long distances and long hours and then enjoy ourselves with well-deserved exercise and rests and breaks. Huh, big boy. There we go. I got his red soccer ball out here. The new one that I just got over at the Purina pet store or feed store over in Sebastopol. Sorry, bud. And it's the one he can't actually bite and pick up, but he does pretty well good job of guard with it. Like, he's a great goalie. See, he'll put both legs up on it and I won't be able to kick it out from under him. It's pretty funny. See, here he goes. He's got both legs up on it, and he won't let me get it out from under him. It's funny. Of course, whenever I say that's what he does, he doesn't do it. Here he goes. Nope. There he goes. See, now he's got both legs up on it. It's hilarious. And he holds it, too. I can't get it out. I can't do it. He won't let me. Funny. I can't kick it out. Max, you gotta let it go. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Yes, and we found snow, so that's awesome. Totally awesome. Huh, that's right. Get a good little bit of exercise here. Yeah, go on, watch out. Oop, right in the face. Go get it. Straight to the snow. His favorite thing. His two favorite things. His three favorite things. Grass, tall grass, snow, and soccer balls. Yes, we have found heaven. Yeah, all right, anyways. I'm just all excited, good mood, so being a little goofy. So we'll see you in a bit. Go poo-poo. Go poo-poo. Max, where is it? Where is it? I don't know why it's not focusing. Huh, that's weird. Go poop. Oh, oh, I guess he just did. I wasn't intending on that, getting that on camera, but yeah, whatever. he's still going. Just take a look at the ball. There's the ball. Good boy. Good boy. See? He poops on command. Isn't that amazing? All I have to do is say, go poo, and he does. Go get the ball. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Go get it. Such a good boy, huh? Go get it. Oh, look at that sky. It's kind of cool looking. See how it looks kind of purple? It doesn't look purple to me. That's the camera doing that for some reason. Huh. So yeah, Lincoln, Nebraska. Basically. Cool rest area, actually, really cool. Like, this is one of the nicer ones. They got all this extra grassy area and little picnic areas right there and right there, like with tables and I guess maybe barbecues inside of them or something like that, and picnic tables over there, and then more of them over there, and then another little enclosure right there, and then there's the car parking, and then the main central facilities area. So yeah, definitely one of the nicer ones. And yeah, the best part about it is all this grassy area. All this area to come out here and act like a goofball, to be silly. So, and then whatever this is some sort of like artsy fartsy thing. It's like a what do you call it? A sculpture or something. I don't know what. Can't really tell. Not enough light even. Here, let me come over here and see if I can get a better visual. I don't know what the heck it is. It's just some artsy fartsy sculpture thing. I don't know. Probably something with Sonic, I guess. I don't know. Anyways. So, oh, can't even see me. It's that dark. Yeah. Anyhow, so awesome blossom, sweet potatoes, cool beans turkey. We'll talk to y'all later. Oops. Well, hey there. I'm just kind of screwing this up all over the place. I guess that's not too bad. Let's see here. Try and angle this a little bit better here for you. Well, hello. Welcome to Omaha, Nebraska. Officially. I'm pretty sure it's official. You know, let me make sure. Jeez, I'm just all screwy Louie here. I see it's not even official yet. Yeah, welcome to Gretna, Nebraska. Almost officially Omaha. Yeah, I guess I started off prematurely here. Oh well, whatever. It's gonna be Omaha any minute, I figured. Yeah, so how's it going? Alright, good deal. Let's check in real quick before we get started here. Got Sunday, March 7th still, 2021. Current local time of 7:56 in the post meridian. Good evening. Just in, Ted Cruz did something or another with a big giant communist red flag next to his face, apparently. Huh. That's a little notification there on YouTube. Whatever. I couldn't care less. We got about 57 degrees out here, and it's nice and warm, kind of 57. It feels like 70 actually out here at an elevation of, oh, wait a minute, I was about to give you a completely wrong elevation just because I don't have both my shielders working for me, but it wouldn't have been too far off. We're at 1,214 foot above sea level. Huh, interesting. And my distance remaining is 1,102 feet, so that's actually the figure I was about to give you for an elevation, and it wouldn't have been too far off. That's funny. Funny little ironies, funny little coincidence. So, yeah, anyhow, let's see if we're officially in Omaha yet. Yep, now it's official. It's officially Omaha, Nebraska. So, welcome. Yeah, boy, that was a freaking cool little rest, not just rest area, but the actual action of stopping, right? Isn't that kind of a contradictory in terms statement there? But the action of the rest stop itself was outstanding. What a great thing. That was awesome. It's nice to kind of have that as kind of a reward for a long segment of driving there that we got in, whatever it was. Like I said, 5 or 6 hours or something like that, you know. I mean, back when it was pre-puppy in the cab here, you know, an 8-hour, you know, or well, I guess a 7.5-hour driving segment was just my standard thing. That's just what I would do, right? You know, unless I absolutely needed to stop for something for fuel, or, you know, absolutely needed a restroom break, I would just, you know, drive as far as I could until I had to stop for my mandatory half-hour break. So, you know, post-puppy, you know, I wasn't able to do that for a while, so it's nice to be able to get that in again, and then have the reward of taking a nice kind of extended little rest stop and get some exercise for not only the pup, but for myself, right? That's that hidden benefit to having the dog with you in the truck, is it forces you into going and getting exercise, whereas otherwise you just would sit in the truck and eat or something, right? Which is exactly the way it used to go. I used to just pull off, you know, do my half-hour break sitting in the seat here, or sitting in the sleeper and, you know, trying to eat something if I was hungry or not. And now I get to actually make great use of that rest stop. And yeah, I'm just kind of overkilling what I'm stating here, I know, but it is. It was cool. It was totally awesome. That was a lot of fun for both Max and myself. So awesome. Cool shit. Yep. So yeah, here we go. Still I-80 eastbound, and as I said, encroaching upon the city of Omaha here. There isn't, you know, unfortunately, a whole lot to see as far as the city goes. Like, we don't get to see any like big buildings or anything like that. Not really. I mean, we see a few of them, but this is kind of like a maybe not necessarily a bypass around it, but it just doesn't go through the heart of it, really. We did do that actually one time in the past on accident. I wasn't paying attention to my navigation, and see, I might not be paying attention to it right now. Uh-oh. I may have just talked myself into going through middle of downtown Omaha. I might have, should have just taken 680. I'm not sure. See? Uh-oh. No, see? No, I got it. The 680 goes north. Yeah, that one, that's the one that goes up into more like downtown Omaha there. And yeah, okay, so we're on the right path. But yeah, I did that one time in the past on accident, going westbound. I just got in the wrong lane, you know, because you have like, see right here, we're in between a concrete divider on the left and a concrete divider on the right. And on the left is obviously the opposite, you know, the westbound lanes, and the concrete divider on the right is eastbound lanes. But if you get caught on the wrong side of that concrete divider, it'll take you, and you won't be able to get back on to regular 80 here. So that happened to us once going westbound. It's just kind of one of those funny things. I guess it's not that funny. But anyhow, and with that, as soon as we make our way through Omaha here, we will be, of course, crossing the state line back over into Iowa, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It'd be amazing if I'm not mistaken, actually. Let's see. Let's see if I'm mistaken. Yeah, it's going to be Iowa. That's right. Wow, I got it. I actually got it right. It's going to be Iowa, and then, let's see, I believe Illinois, and then Indiana, and then Ohio, and then after Ohio we'll be entering into Pennsylvania. Of course, not all of that will be happening tonight, as we only have 3 hours and 20 minutes of drive left available on our logs. So we're going to get somewhere in the middle of Iowa here before we got to shut down for the night. And we've got a fair amount of miles already in for the day. When before we left the rest area back there, I checked what we already had tallied, and I think we were somewhere in the neighborhood of 538 or 540 or something like that already for the day, and that's awesome. That's making good time. That's like an average day for a lot of these truck drivers out here. 500 miles or 550 miles is an average full day for a lot of truck drivers out here for various reasons. The most common of which is governed trucks, right? What a pain in the ass that's got to be. I'm still so grateful and recognize how lucky I am that I got into this, you know, this smaller carrier company, right? With you know, higher speed governed trucks than like the big mega carriers. I was talking to this woman a couple weeks ago over in Illinois when I was dealing with some issues with this truck because of the cold. And she was a driver for a company called CFI, which has a pretty large fleet. You see a lot of their trucks out there. And as we were chatting there, I asked her, you know, because actually that's what it was it was like she had just started. She was only a month in to driving, right? And she had a 3-week training period with a trainer. So it was her first week out, right? In the middle of, you know, dead winter, right? One of the worst winters, you know, that you know, the United States has had a good number of years, right? Just brutal cold, brutal snow. And so anyways, we were sitting there, you know, chatting, shooting the shit, and I just, you know, I was like, wow, okay, you know, so, you know, I asked her, I said, so what kind of, you know, what kind of mileage, you know, per day do you do on average? And she was like, oh, like 450, you know, on a good day, maybe 500. And I was like, wow, really? I was like, see, when I first started, my average was like 850, 900 miles a day. And she's like, oh, well, yeah, but we're governed at 65. I just went, wow. I just can't imagine. It would drive me batty. It would just be like, to me, it wouldn't even be worth doing. like, it just wouldn't even be worth driving. I'd be like, man, I mean, what can you know, how can you ever get ahead? Like, how can you ever make, you know, like, how can you ever get your load there on time? I mean, shit. That's crazy. I mean, the nature of this business is getting as many miles as you can in this short period of time. Where do companies come off restricting your ability to get miles in, right? You want me to get the load there or not? You know, of course, you know, their line of thinking on it is fuel mileage, right? The lower the RPMs, the less miles, you know, the less gas used per mile, you know. Yeah, that's great for them, but what about for your drivers? Now your drivers, so you're basically robbing your drivers of their ability to make a living, so you can freaking get more money, right? So you can be more profitable on a load, but you're robbing your drivers of ability to, make a decent wage, right? Because, you know, depending on what you get paid, you know, I mean, you know, what you get paid per mile, if you can only do X amount of miles per hour, that's your hourly wage, right? At the speed that I can drive this truck at, I know how much I make an hour, and that's if I can drive full speed for, you know, 1 hour at a time, which isn't the case if driving. Sometimes you're going slower, and sometimes, you get as high speed as you can, as often as you can, but a lot of times you're slowed down, you know, traffic or going through cities, or, you know, in road work areas where you got to drop down to 55. Now your hourly wage decreases the less you can go. So if you're only going 65 miles an hour and you're only making 29 cents a mile, you're not making very good. You're not making a very good hourly wage, and that's the way you have to look at it, right? Oh, but so what do they do to compensate for it? Yeah, have you freaking drive an 11-hour shift, and that's the only way you can make ends meet. Shit, in that case, you might as well just be freaking working, you know, at Walmart, you know, or something like that, and doing overtime. You'd be making just as good money, and you wouldn't be out on the road risking your life and limb, right, and away from your family. I mean, seriously. So it's pretty ridiculous the way some of these mega carriers, run their businesses and treat their employees. It's basically just a way for them to keep people from being able to get ahead and escape their employer, right? Because if you can never stack up enough money, you'll never be able to leave, you know. Because you need to be able to have some money saved up if you want to switch a job and switch employers. You know, you need to have a buffer for, you know, a period of a week or two where you're not going to be working, or you're going to be working for less. You know, so it's pretty nasty. I mean, these people ain't freaking dumb. They know what they're doing. They know how to trap people. But it's pretty shitty. So again, like I said, I am fortunate and grateful that I got into the small operation that I did get into big time. So anyhow, there you go. So with that, we have just crossed over the state line into Iowa. So welcome to Iowa. And also with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up and tie it up and put a bow on it. So once again, I hope you all are doing well, and we will see you somewhere down the road. So take care. See ya. And now, this word from our sponsors. Hi. Are you tired of feeling depressed from watching television ads on being depressed and anxious and things of this nature? All the time, just every other 2 minutes, another ad about depression and anxiety and mental health. Are you feeling depressed from ads about Burger King and McDonald's and Jack in the Box and all the other garbage that they love to advertise to you? Then potentially you could use Advertisalax. It's the one-trip, non-stop, all-stop cure to television ads. No prescription required. Just throw it in the trash. The whole thing, and start thinking outside the box. Advertisalax. Free. No prescriptions required.